of the rim. Got it! Oh, the slam. Oh, here's a Curry way downtown. Oh, what a shot from Curry.
Take a seat, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters in hoop. Let's have a conversation about where Jrue Holiday went and where less than 24 hours ago we were discussing the possibility of him going. Because if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I was just kind of toying with the idea of him going to Golden State. It seemed like they really wanted him. They seem like they know they need to make some upgrades, but they didn't get him. He ended up with the Celtics, and this is why you need to follow me on Twitter if you don't, because I've been begging Jrue Holiday personally to come to Boston ever since he went to Portland. I think that anybody who has followed basketball for any amount of time knew that that was just a part of the trade. There was no reason for them to have an aging vet who can help a contending team like the Boston Celtics. Yes, this is fantastic. That is exactly what I wanted. Let's talk about why, and also let's talk about the package. Go ahead and get that part out of the way. The Celtics sent to Portland Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, some picks. That brings the final tally on the Portland trade to DeAndre Ayton, Toumani Camara, 3 first-round picks, a 2028 and 2030 Milwaukee pick swap, and what we just said, Rob Will and Malcolm Brogdon. I heard about this trade 30 minutes after it happened while I was in the gym. I seen Jrue Holiday was the Celtics. I said, yes. I seen Robert Williams was in the deal. I said, Time Lord. Oh man, look, Rob Will was one of my favorite Celtics. I was clamoring for him to get minutes back in the bubble when we were playing in Miami, and I thought that he could help us. This one hurts. This is just like losing Marcus Smart earlier this offseason. I saw what we got. I'm like, cool. I saw what we traded. Look, though, this is the situation that the Boston Celtics are in. To get any better, you simply have to trade pieces that hurt. Those are the pieces that are going to net you anything in return. So when Damian Lillard becomes a part of the Milwaukee Bucks, the first thing I said as it related to our team is, damn, we literally just lost one of our best perimeter defenders. We just lost Marcus Smart. It'd be great if we got Jrue Holiday to deal with that particular problem. I didn't worry about how. I just thought that it was a thing that seemed logical for Brad Stevens to go after. Apparently he felt the same way. Apparently a lot of contending teams felt that way. And the Celtics are just in a win now situation. Once again, right there on the doorstep of being able to win a couple of years ago, the doorstep of getting back to their second straight finals last year. At a certain point, you got to say, okay, there's a hump and you got to get over it. Of course, some of that relies on the stars themselves to improve. I think that when you're talking about contending teams, often that comes in the form of a move. So it definitely hurt. Heart and soul gone. Grant Williams, who did an acceptable job when he was placed on Giannis and some of the Celtic schemes, that one hurts. Rob Will, who could help anchor the defense. You could stash him on someone who's a non-shooter and it's gonna have him roam and muck things up. Yeah, that hurts. I will say though, in terms of losing Smart, in terms of losing Rob Will, first of all, losing Smart hurts less now because I would argue we have a better player in his position. And when people are saying, oh, well, you just lost Robert Williams in this trade, I'm going, I kind of feel like we needed Jrue more than we needed Rob at this point in time, at this specific point in time. That brings me to addressing the weaknesses, because if you look at the depth chart, you quickly realize the big bodies on your roster consist of a very, I was going to say an ancient Al Horford. Does he qualify as ancient yet? He's getting there. And then there's Porzingis, who once again, knock on wood, fingers crossed for his health this season. Those are your main bigs. After that, it gets very weird. Blake Griffin is talking about retiring, and even if he didn't, is he really going to help? There's Luke Cornett out there, who is mostly known for his weird tactic and jumping in front of the rim when somebody takes a jump shot. Yeah, it immediately raises the question, what happens when you're in a series with Giannis and your one acceptable defender on him is Al Horford? I ain't gonna hold you. I have those same questions. Right now, I'm picking up my phone and seeing, do I have a contact for Dwight Howard? Because the Warriors were just about to sign him. I don't have any better ideas. I don't even think he would solve it. I am kind of looking at the depth going, I think we should at least try. There should be an attempt to get another big body, just one more, and then we can kind of figure it out. Still, that does zero to change how I feel about this Jrue trade. If you would have brought this to me and said, hey, are you doing this? I am doing this trade. I feel like Boston is just at that point where they need to win a title in another year or two. They've been close. We had the run-in where Jaylen Brown did not look happy for a second. I didn't even know if we were going to have him. He resigned. They paid him a lot of money. Something has to shake pretty soon. And this is how you do that. This is how you get past whatever's holding you back. You make moves, they seem like risks, but you look at what has happened in the last couple of years and say, all right, we can't just keep trying that over and over again. Rob Will, as great as he is, you put him up against a team like Miami and they caught on that zone, all of a sudden it doesn't feel quite as nice. You get into a series with the Bucks and you're looking and going, Derek White will be on Damian Lillard sometimes, but then also one of Jalen or Jason is going to have to take that task, as well as having to help carry the offense. Maybe we need another defender. Bam, Jrue. You're probably looking for my answer about what we do with Giannis, and I'm not giving it to you because I don't have it. Giannis is one of those players in my mind where I just say, well, first of all, you can only do a certain type of job on him. You're never, like, past the point that he's won a championship and become an MVP. You're probably not going to take everything away. At this specific time, I don't know if we're taking anything away. Just stay tuned though. Just stay tuned to see if we can get another body to at least feel good about it, you know? I am thinking about DMing Al Horford's brother and being like, yo, what do you think about your bro? Is this a year that he really regresses? Because we kind of need him to do a job, a really big job. Yes, though, shout out to my team for getting this done. Once again, I will mention that Joel Embiid is watching motion in his conference and absolutely nothing is going on with his team. He has also tweeted about how fun this offseason has been, and he took the troll out of his name, so that's fun. Good luck with that, Philly. The Miami Heat also, I don't know if they struck out on this one. I'm not even sure if they were ever interested, but they should have been, and they did not get him. I feel even better about the video I made yesterday talking about contenders. I will reiterate that I don't have Miami there, especially today. I will now say that with my chest. There are two teams that to me are clearly better. For the Blazers, they have now really officially come out of this pretty well. Somebody said they're already doing a better job building a team for Scoot than they ever did with Dame. And you're looking at the assets they have. I am going to guess that Rob Will and Malcolm Brogdon also get rerouted in a trade for even more of what Portland probably wants. These are two guys that can help contending teams. I'm sure phones are being picked up. Portland already got their big in Aiden. They're not trying to win anything this year. They have motion. They have something they didn't have for a while. They have the ability to make moves. Stay tuned for where those two end up. Oh yeah, and that was the other piece to mention about this. Brogdon was not happy with Boston because he was a part of trade talks and was very nearly traded in that Porzingis deal around a couple of months ago. So there had been conversations where they're saying maybe Tatum was gonna have to play a little point guard this year, and I was just going, okay, it might just be time to pick up the phone and see what we can do, and they did. So that is the deal. Portland has got what they want. A lot of teams have gotten what they want. And I would just reiterate, for a team like the Celtics, this is just what you do. You see squads making moves in your conference. I don't think it's a stretch to say this is a direct challenge to what the Bucks just did. When they did that a day after Jrue said he wanted to be a Buck lifer, I was just going, it'd be kind of crazy if Boston picked him up, their literal rival, and then they had a rivalry this year and Jrue was a part of it, and it just all played out. I'm very happy about this. But one more. I need one more out of Brad, okay? I need him to pick up the phone and just find another big body. Preferably Dwight Howard, since we know he wants to play. Just a big body out there that wants to play basketball and that is okay with the role and wants to do nothing else but go out there and get in front of Giannis sometimes, because yes, now that is the thing. We don't necessarily have convenient guys to put in front of Giannis. We have defenders, but okay, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they need to do something else as well on offense. Horford cannot be the only one out there with that job. Oh, speaking of that, just looking at some of the Celtics potential lineups here, the picture they're using is Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis. I doubt that'll be the starting lineup. I don't see a full year of starting power forward Jason Tatum. However, that is a lineup that I like to close sometimes, to put out against certain other lineups. There's shooting there, there's defending, there's mobility. It's technically small. You can change out Porzingis for Al Horford there. When they need to play big, you can have Porzingis and Horford in the starting lineup. Go Jrue as the starting point guard. Then just have JB and Jason Tatum playing their natural positions. I love this. I have questions, but I love this, and I wanted Jrue, so I am willing to take whatever comes with it. And as we wrap up the video, just to read it one more time and be clear, It was Robert Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, 2024 Golden State first, 2029 unprotected Boston first to the Blazers. So that's what it cost for Jrue. It's the cost of doing business, man. It wasn't going to come free for anybody. And I'm glad it was us, because there's a lot of places he could end up that could be problematic for a lot of people, including us. So those are my quick thoughts on it. Jrue is in the correct green. The Bucks and Celtics is about to be a movie. I think we are not far off from this qualifying as a legitimate rivalry. It's going to be fun. This is going to be such a fun season. I will actually be on playback tonight, so we'll be probably watching some older games from last season, maybe some Jrue Holiday tape. The link to that is in the comment section and description. Join us, why don't you? It'll probably be around 9-10 Eastern. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, sub, and hit the bell next to my name if you want notifications every time a new video drops. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.